Hello, my good children. As I said, I hope that work is okay and you checked your answers. Now, today we are going to have another very good lesson. I hope we are going to enjoy it. Very simple. You know, this mathematics is just the simplest. So whatever we learn, put here. And when you come back, we shall give you some little examination, and then we see where to continue from. So what are we looking at today? My good children, today we are going to add whole numbers without regrouping. So we are looking at addition of whole numbers without regrouping. And we are just going straight to our number. Number one, work out the following. Then this is 65 plus 12. My good children, what do we have to do here? First thing, when you are writing these numbers, you must be very careful and you must arrange them very well. Why do we have to arrange them very well? These numbers, when we are arranging them, they are following place values. They are following place values. So when you don't arrange them well, it means you are breaking the other rule of place values. So what happens? 5. And the number down must be exactly below. There are those ones who can have this before even we do anything. That you are adding this and this one is down. Some people put it this way. So this becomes wrong. Why? It is not following that rule of place values. So when you are arranging these numbers, make sure they follow the rule of place. Now, what are we going to do here? Part of work. You remember this? Even in P2 we had this. P1 and P2, we always do our addition, our subtraction using part of work. Before you put here the answer, you must find it, calculate it somewhere, then you transfer your answer here. So very quickly, what are we going to do, my children? When we are adding numbers, we begin from place value ones. We from the right hand. That is where place value ones is. Don't forget that. There are those ones who get rich and get confused. Where can I begin from? So where do we begin from? Place value ones. And where is the place value ones? Can someone see those digits that are under ones? That is 5 and 2. So when I'm adding, begin from here, going this side. So I'll have 5. And then those ones who add like this, going this, add this to this and put here the answer. That one is also wrong. 1 up and down. So this is 5 plus 2 equals to what? 5 plus 2. You begin counting fingers. Ta, 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 ta. Or you can draw here 5 balls. You remember in P2? 5 balls, small balls, not the ones you play in the field. And then you draw here 2 balls. After drawing them, count and find the answer. That one is better than just like you are using the head and you write here wrong answer. Better draw balls. 5 here and then make 2 here. So what is 5 plus 2? For me, I have the answer. 5 plus 2 is 7. I hope that's what you also had in your brain. So 5 plus 2 is 7. Then after getting our 7, we now transfer and put it there. From the working to now, this is where we are going to work. If you leave it here, that is also not right. Then after that, I got the next place value. That is 6 plus 1. And what is 6 plus 1? If you have no answer, you can draw 6 balls and then 1 ball. Then after that, I count 6 and add there. So this is 6. When I add 1, that is 7. So our answer, after getting the answer here, I come and transfer it here. Meaning 65 plus 12 equals to 77. So after getting the answer, we shall come and underline. Now, my good children, here we're dealing with 2 digits by 2. We can still have some other bigger numbers like that. We have 3 digits. We can have 3 by 3, or 3 by 2? Let me have 3 by 2. I have, let me make this 8. I have 1, and I have 2 there. So I have that question, 783 plus 12. Then we have here the operation. Another common issue here is, after writing this number, you see below here there is nothing. When you put here the operation sign, it means it is also occupying a certain place value. That is wrong. So what you do, you put it aside when you are organizing your work. Don't say, but this space has nothing, so I put here plus. That's wrong. So when we have this, what shall we do? Come here to our part of work. Just draw it. And when you are drawing this line, make sure it closes here. These two. Touches the second and touches, I mean the first and the second one. When you make it stop here, it may bring some problem, especially when the numbers are many. You may find other numbers are mixed with the answers. That will be wrong. So you make sure it has closed here, that part there. So where do we begin from, my good children? Place value ones. So we shall have, in ones we have 3 plus 2 equals to, what is 3 plus 2, children? Draw 3 and draw 2. Then count them together. 3 plus 2 is 5. So after that, I come here and write 5. Next place value, I have 8 plus 1. What is 8 plus 1? So I draw 8 and I draw, and then I count them all together. 8 plus 1 is 9. Then I'll come and write here my number. I have got 9, so I transfer it there. Then but down we have nothing. So what are we going to do, my good children? We are going to have 7 plus nothing. We can use this 0 to mean nothing. Because nothing, there is nothing, so there is 0. 7 plus 0 equals to 7. Come and write here 7 and make sure they are following the place values. It should be exactly below that number. Exactly below, not somewhere. When you make them just from other places, or you don't make them below that very number, you have not followed the rule of place values. What are we doing, my good children? Get and underline. So my children, I'm going to give the very, very last example. Then after that example, so if you have not got the other first ones, must pay attention here. After that example, we shall do some work. See, I have 2, 3, 4. I have 1, 2, and then 5. So have this already done there. Then the operation sign. So this is our question now. 234 plus 125. What is our first step? Is to draw this line for part of work. It has to touch here and here. When you are drawing this, you can simply use a pencil, such that in case you have made any mistake, you can rub and draw them very well. Where do we begin from, my children? We begin from place value ones. So we are going to begin from here. So what shall we have? Have 4 plus 5. What is 4 plus 5? I'm going to draw 4 and 5, then count them all together. But I have the answer already. 4 plus 5 is 9. I hope here we come and write it there. Then the next place value tens. This is 3 plus 2. My good children, 3 plus 2 is 5. That's correct. It's perfect. 3 plus 2 is 5. Then I come here and write my 5. Then I got the last place value. This is 2 plus 1. 2 plus 1 is 3. So after getting 3 here, I come and write. I'll come and underline my 1. study with a ruler and a pencil. Good work. That's what we love. So my good example one, at least I've given the second one. Those ones who are still having some problems, I've given the third one. Now, what I'm going to do, I've organized for you some work here. We're going to do it. Then we shall come back and continue from there. Thank you so much for watching. Stay home, stay safe.